Certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Gordon. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Rivers. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Rivers. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
Rivers on 1st down. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, it's Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, 2nd and goal. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, they made it pay off.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now it's Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
11 yards there, first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a first and 10. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Being chased out left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
First carry for James Conner. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. Fourth down. Here's Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's second and 7 now from the 28.
Hey. You got it easy. You got wait, 85.
Rivers now. Now he'll escape to his left. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit,
Here we go.
and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And McDonald here over the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Chargers 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Hey, high 7.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rivers looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
On 2nd down, it's Connor pushing it. Fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run, and the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get... It's caught at the 10! Touchdown, LA! Keenan Allen, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Roethlisberger now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
44.
Now Roethlisberger looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 26.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Buying time, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a first and 10 at their own 23. Third quarter starts with a run from Connor. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed in quickly at the end. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Alpha.
58 Mike, 58 Mike. Tackles. 58.
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 55 yards. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 21.
79. 5.
Now Rivers. Completes it to Benjamin. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw again on second down. Rivers, throw to the right here to Gordon. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Here's Rivers. Benjamin's got it. And he's got this down to the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rivers looking left side, and it's complete. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Take 4.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They come out here in the eye. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. 5 yards on the touchdown run. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Here's Roethlisberger. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Now this throw, it's complete. It's Moncrief with it. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Hey, Echo.
Throwing Rivers. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Rivers now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Chargers. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
Hey, Charlie.
Watch the twist.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. He's going to air one out. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker.